Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is Hairymuppet. Welcome back to my awesome Factorio base. We are going to be working on zinc. Zinky McZink. Actually, you know what? We'll do the easy things first. We will start working on bronze. We're going to start working on bronze first. So, let's get 2 more of these going. So bronze requires copper and tin, and brass requires copper and zinc. So one of these needs to be copper, and the other one needs to be, I'm so sick of you. You can just go away. The other one needs to be tin. So you go like that, and then, so copper. We need another copper coming out here. We'll do it on the same station for now. I don't know why, but I've suddenly got the Rolling Stones in my head. It's not a bad place to be, if I can be completely honest. It's really not a bad place to be. Now this one we're just going to take off the train. I could do some hoobajank to actually make sure that this gets it off there, but I feel like I'll just take this line off the train. It's easier, it's simpler, and in the end it's all going to come off the train anyway. So we got iron, and then we're going to get another tin line here. I really should be just making these undergrounds. I've been making a serious amount of undergrounds everywhere, even for the smallest little areas, and I feel like it's not a bad plan. Tin. Oh, that's right, we don't actually have tin, do we? Not yet. So you are going to be like that, and we'll fill it out later. We'll fill it out later, just like something in the mail. I don't know if that makes much sense, but anyway, there we go. These bots, man, they are going nuts. We're up over 3,000. We're only using half of them, so after I destroyed all of the coal, they seem to have died down. Copper is still keeping them occupied quite a lot. Actually, let's have a look. So start at 11, now at 8. Jeebus. That has a lot of copper has been mined there, but a lot has been used as well. So I feel like 300k, we're definitely going through it. And we're stopping the use of our normal sort of copper areas as well off the train network. So that's good as well. All right, so we got some tin coming down here. So let's put these next to the iron lines. Yes, thank you. I am enjoying UPS sellouts. Yeah, whatever it's called. Oh. So it actually goes out to there. So that's what we need to do. And let's just get bronze done first, because I feel like bronze will be fairly okay-ish to get done. I feel like bronze won't be that bad. It just needs these 2 basic ones. So, how do we do bronze? Metal mixing setup, same as this crap. So, and I feel like brass will be the same. Yep, same as this crap. So, let's do that. And we'll mix them up on the bus as normal. Put it down, get them up, put them down. There we go. And what are we missing? 60, exactly 60 of these guys. How did I get so much stone in my inventory? Alright, so we got 40. We're missing some stone brick. I still got stone brick in here, don't I? Yes, I do. It's your job to now bring me stone brick logistics robots, now that you have like 1,600 of you free or something. There we go. 10, 20, 20. There we go. That is going to be my 60. And oh, it'll be so good. I don't know if we even put metal mixing furnaces on the mall, sorry, because the multi-purpose need the electric chemical ones, not the metal mixing, and the multi-purpose do the job of the metal mixing. So we don't really need to make these automatically once we start being able to make those, but these require tungsten, and tungsten is an ore that is going to be very, very difficult to find. So yes, I mean, I haven't seen any at all on this entire map. I know there's some over there because I cheated at one point. And that was when I was searching for cobalt. Oh no, there. Here we go. Tungsten. I didn't even realize that was there. It's just because it's brown. It looks like coal from a long distance. Okay. I don't think I found any out here, though. Maybe just got unlucky. But we're not going out there anyway. But you know what? I have to mark this on the map, because tungsten ore. And we're going to put the icon for tungsten ore. Because otherwise I'm going to forget that's there. I didn't even realize it. And I've been over this map a few times before. So, yeah, I just didn't realize it. It just blends into the background that tungsten does. But having 11 million there is going to be very, very nice. So, we're going to make bronze over here. Right. You guys need to be doing some stuff over here. Alright, so that's copper and that's tin. I feel like this is going to be the end point for both of them. So let's just do that like that. Copper and then tin. Excellent. And that goes in there, and you make bronze and or brass, whichever one. And then we do this. Seems to be like off by a little bit. All the time it's off by a little bit. Damn, this stone is turning into a pain in the ass. And there we go. We got just enough room for brass and bronze to fit in here. Although actually, bronze goes on the bus, doesn't it? What am I doing? Yeah, so you don't need this for that. That can be for brass. Where is bronze? Bronze is over here. We might have to do some flitting around a little bit. What is this? That's nothing. We can go over there without a problem. And then we go to brass up here. Or bronze, whichever one you want. It probably would look a little bit clearer if I actually had belt everywhere instead of just having belts in very specific small places, but once the belts are actually full, it shouldn't matter too much. Okay, so you are now like this. Why for have you not done anything? Because you got the wrong recipe. Bronze. And there we go. They're all going. That is excellent. And we are going to start to get bronze back on the bus. I wonder if there's been any negative repercussions of actually not having bronze on the bus. I feel like it's still backed up a little bit in some places. I think it's blue science. Blue science is the only thing it's used for. Yeah. The only place it's used for, and that's backed up so badly. So, yeah, we absolutely would not have noticed that. Which is fine. But now it's on there. Now you got nothing to complain about. You are gone. Excellent. That means we no longer have to worry about putting stuff here. We can freely put it. We might build over the groundwater a little bit with this bus. But I still don't know what we need groundwater for. So it's probably one of these chemical things. Water, lithium water, light oil. Come on, tell me. What do I need groundwater for? It's got to be one of these. Maybe it's not. Maybe we just never need the stuff. Oh well, worst comes to worst, if we do need the stuff later on and I've built over it, then you know what? We can just pull in groundwater from somewhere else. Pure water is pure water as well. I feel like pure water was just for some crazy thing. Yeah, no groundwater, no pure water. Was it one of these? Lithia water and water. So, well, there's pure water, but you can convert water into pure water. So, who gives a shit about pulling pure water out of the ground then? That's like an absolute waste of time with that mod I've got now. It would have been a waste of time before because normal water is infinite and pure water is probably going to dry up. And groundwater, you know what? We're going to ignore it. If we need it later on, we need it later on. But we don't need it now, so I'm just going to assume we will never need it. And that'll be the thing. That'll be the thing that we do. So, now we get to the infinitely more tricky thingamy-bob of zinc. So zinc, zinky McZinc, there's the same deal as this, basically, except different chemicals and different ore. So, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get rid of these little voids, because I don't know if we need them. I'm going to put that over there. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And we probably don't have enough of these things, do we? 30. We need 30. 10, 20. Let's go over there, and hopefully the bots give me enough random stuff to make 10 more of these. I'm assuming they will. Eventually, they'll get their act together. Oh, what am I missing? I don't know. Let's just build 2. Glass. I don't have glass in a request thing. That's alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Day. So we should be able to finish these guys off now. Now, what do you produce? Do you produce anything, Mr. Zinc? No, you don't. You really, really don't. Alright, so what we do is, we don't shift-click that because then we lose it. We put pipes and undergrounds on here, and then we get rid of these because we don't need them anymore. Don't need any of that crap. And we could probably redo the inserters, but you know what? That would actually be really easy to do. So let's do it. If it was hard, I would have said meh, but it's not hard, it's easy. So we can just do it. Sorry, I'm on to another song now. I don't know why random songs just keep popping into my head, but I love them all, and sometimes I just have to start singing when I hear them. So that's just a thing. Did we build too many of these guys? I feel like my counting is off a little bit. Alrighty. Now, we need Mr. Sulfuric Acid. So what we do here is... What do we do with Mr. Sulfuric Acid again? Sulfuric Acid is a barrel. Can we put it in these canisters? I don't know. I'm not sure I would, even if I could. So we're not going to worry about it. Nitrogen dioxide. This is giving me flashbacks of bloody angels. There's like 50 different fluids instead of only like 15. So, sulfuric acid barrel. Oh, we do need the special water things. So we can't just use a... assembler like I would like to. So that's a compressor. That is for gases. But we are not doing gases. We are doing fluids, which apparently means this stuff. You need to change your recipe. My good friend, you are now zinc. Oh. Oh, I love the fact that you can run full speed and it still grabs all of them. Doesn't work with belts, because I think they're only a 1 size, but these are a 3 size. So unless you had like a million legs, I don't think there's any chance that you would actually skip those guys. Why do I have logistics robots? You are full. You are full. Why is everything full? I need a place to drop these damn things off in. Okay. Let's go to Mr. Map. And let's go to you. Drop, drop. And how many robots have I got? I feel like I got too many. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 with 25 each. So that gives me a total of 200. So you... I got 421, 371. Now we need to go the extra 21. Dumpy McDump. There we go. So that's a good place to dump them, actually. That's a really good place. So Where is our little pipes? Little pipes. You are backed up, so you're not producing any more of these. Exactly as we planned it to be. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing? We need these. You're going to go like that. I love it how it looks like it's a 2, but it's actually a 4. It's confusing, but it's also nice that it is actually a 2. In certain circumstances, it's nice that it's a 2x2 instead of just a 4x4. So we're going to active provide the empty barrels, and we're going to request the full barrels. And we are going to request barrels of sulfuric acid. What does sulfuric acid look like? No, there we go. So, give me 200. They're pretty big, so we don't need a huge amount of them. Come on. Come on. Oh, we're going to have to do this, aren't we? We have to put one of these out and then hook it up. Because, yeah, these guys, they're just right on the edge. And it's a bit hard to do that. So you're going to be empty sulfuric acid barrel. Boom. And now we just have to actually go and make sulfuric acid. Which we'll probably do up here somewhere. We got these guys going around a bit. I feel like that's fine. They can do what they want to do. This is a nice area for making sulfuric acid. Because it's halfway between petrol and the other thing. So, let's go ahead. We kind of got this set up here. So let's join that. This, all of this is going to get destroyed at some point. We might as well just start destroying it now because I need this space to put the roboport in. Excellent. And we'll put one more roboport over here just so we're fully covered. There by one, there by one. I always get worried that I'm going to shift it off by one and then not notice until like ages later, but that seems to be fine. So there we go, all the robots just going away, moving along. So let's do a fairly simple sulfuric acid setup that we can actually work with. So where are you? You are just going away somewhere. You are a warehouse with all of that. I feel like this entire thing can be purged. Purge it all. Leave nothing behind. I like the word purge. It's awesome. I've never seen any of the Purge movies. That's not why I like it, but you can stay. You can stay. We do not want to destroy that because that's going to take 1,000,000 years. What did I just do? I got rid of the power poles, didn't I? You are returned to service as a power pole. What? Oh, now this power pole's been disconnected. Did I disconnect the entire base? No, they're probably getting power through the mining system now. But anyway, these have all been cut off. You shouldn't be cut off. You should be getting power from over here. You got power? You got power? Oh. Yeah, okay, you guys aren't hooked up. You don't need to be hooked up anymore. Destroy that. Okay, now we've got our clear canvas. These guys did get disconnect though. There we go. That'll hook them up again. These power poles all over the place. I don't know. Maybe once we get the Mark IV power poles, it'll be a little bit easier. But anyway, sulfuric acid. Now, we're going to do a bit of an interesting setup here. So what we're going to do is this is currently sulfuric acid. I'm not barreling it yet, but we will at some point in the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a little setup over here that... Where is sulfuric acid coming out of? So you get sulfuric acid from dioxide, and you also get... That's not what we're doing over here, is it? Maybe it is. Is that what we've always been doing? No, we get sulfuric acid directly from this crap. Where's that recipe? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Sulfuric acid goes directly from sulfur and iron plate. Or we can use the sulfur and oxygen to make sulfur dioxide and then water to make sulfuric acid. So technically, if we did a bit more hoobajank over here, we could skip the iron requirement. But I got so much iron, it doesn't really matter. So, here. Anyway, we've already got sulfur dioxide. So now we just need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we need a thing, compressor. And then we need another thing, pump. And we need a big thing. There we go. That's a big thing. And now you guys, we're going to put it down the bottom. Actually, that feels like it's okay. And we need a requester. And we're going to active provide the result of this guy because it's just so fun. I mean, we always active provide the empty canisters that we throw away. Empty sulfur dioxide barrel, and fill sulfuric acid. Fill sulfuric acid barrel. Do we need things here? It's a little bit squishy actually to get these in here, so we're not really going to worry about it. You are going to be giving me a whole bunch of barrels. Let's say 200. And because we're active providing them, they'll go off into the system and they'll sit there and they'll get used up first whenever we actually need stuff. And you are going to be... let's try and make this equivalent approximately. So bottled sulfur dioxide. So how much do these contain? That's 50 and the barrel is 250. So I feel like this is going to be 1,000 because it's approximately. So, you're going to make... Oh, you need water as well. Whoops. Alright. We need to reevaluate our method of doing this crap. Silly me. Well, it's a good thing we got that sorted out beforehand. Okay. So, let's put a 1 space in here. 1 space. Let's get rid of this. We're going to have to move that out a little bit. Okay. That can keep going like that. 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. And we're just going to have a pump. It's down here somewhere. Excellent. It goes like that. And we got a underground all the way across here, so we avoid mixing the pipes. You can actually be undergrounded like that, can't you? 3 and 4. Now we can put our power back in with the good power. There we go. Now we're going to have a ton of sulfuric acid constantly being chucked out into warehouses, and that is fine. And it's actually going to chuck it straight over to zinc because we've already got these guys beautifully set up. Beautifully. So, what are we doing here? You got over here and you were this one, weren't you? And then we were going to say zinc was up here. I don't know if we were going to say that, but we are saying it now. What did I just do? You do not need to be going that far. You need to be going this far. I think that's like that. And then we do this. And we do this. And that might be the only zinc output we ever need in this game, because we're making zinc plates, and I don't know if we use zinc for anything else, so we may just be fine there. We didn't put nickel ore in a passive provider. I don't think we're going to put zinc ore either, unless we find a use for it. Alrighty. So you got sulfuric acid coming on down. This guy actually stores almost 1,000 in there, so I feel like we don't need a barrel or a tank or anything to back it up. I feel like we can just go down there straight up and do beautiful things. Okay, so you are tin. You are going to be zinc plate. Put that like that. Even it all up. No! Something's gone wrong here. Oh well. I already got like 4 lines like this, so I'm not going to fix all of them up. We are good. We are looking very, very good for finishing this off, this episode. What happened here? Oh, nothing happened here. This is the setup that I'm about to hook up. I thought for a sec something had gone wrong in an existing setup, but it was just the setup I hadn't quite hooked up yet. Damn my forethought and then forgetting that I forethought. It's confusing me so badly. Alright, so what do we need here? We need copper. Copper and zinc. I'm pretty sure that's what it was for brass. Yes, it is. So that goes down there. And brass will soon be being made. And now what we got to do is send it off. Send it off down the line. This is what happens when we do that stuff. So we need to make sure that one's maximum, because otherwise we start lining things up and they just all go to crap. And that's right. Bronze didn't need a thing. So we just went straight up onto the bus. This one does, so we will send that in there. We'll limit that again to only however many that is. And there we go. We already got brass coming out. It's beautiful. So now we will see those Mark II and Mark III and Mark IV power poles going nuts. I don't know what you think you're doing, but we only accept undergrounds in this area. So you need to be fixed. Okay? There we go. That's much better. Alright, these guys take a while. But they do produce 5 each time, so I feel like that's fine. Why are you not working? Because you didn't get your recipe upgraded. There we go. The zinc doesn't look like a very good... It's like a quarter of the size of the copper. It looks very runty for a plate. But that's all fine. These guys are all running. We got tons of brass coming out. Takes a long time, but we can upgrade those machines later. We're at the 27-minute mark. We are getting a look at all of that. We're not using a lot of it, only 18. I feel like the poles probably don't have a huge requirement on their requester chest. I probably just shift-clicked them. So as a result, where is it? It would be this one. It's only requesting 20. You don't need to be in there. You don't need to be in there either. I feel like they got done before we were ready, before I clicked that off. So this is the problem. So it gets 20, puts it in here, builds a few, and then it's like, oh, I need another 20. So this is why I usually up these to 200 and 200. But unfortunately, that's something you have to do manually, and it makes it hard because you have to go through every single one and do it manually. So I feel like it's probably worth it though. Worth it, worth it, worth it. So we'll do that for all of this stuff. Look at that, 8 and 8. Let's just make the 200 and 200. It would be nice if shift clicking to auto set the contents did this as well, but it just doesn't. Actually, what do you need? So we can shift click and shift click there. You need the same things, don't you? So we can shift click into that, shift click and shift click. And then shift click that, and you need the blues as well, the blue circuits. Thank you, Mr. Autosave. So there we go. And you need the same thing, but you need circuits as well. So we can just default click, and it does beautiful things for us. What do you need? You need a whole bunch of weird things, don't you? So let's just make you 200. Make you 200. I don't know if they need them in different ratios, but it's all good. It's all good. We're making quite a lot of these. We got 50 of the Mark IIIs, 50 of the Mark IIs. They're beautiful. It's just the brass I think we're missing up here. And you, 200, 200. Yeah. And I'm still making these on the same day that I made the ones earlier in the morning. So this is technically my 6th episode for the day, which is, yeah, something I'm pretty happy about. There we go. We got Mark IIIs all over the place. We got Invar, we got brass, we got bronze, we got all sorts of crazy stuff. So I feel like next episode we can probably start expanding our thing. Tungsten is going to be a bit of a pain. Plastic pipe we can just make in this area off to the side, but tungsten, we may have to go and get tungsten ore at some point. But we can definitely start expanding our Mark IV Mall and really start to get some of these Mark II and Mark III machines being automated, which would be awesome. Especially things like the electrolyzers. I'd love to get those automated, the chemical plants. Of course, we're going to get these guys done, the assembly machines. We can make assembly machine 5s now, because these needed brass. Yeah, so brass was holding us back, but now we're over the brass line, so we can make these, which move from 1.25 to 2.75. And we've always been able to make these, we just haven't really bothered because they take titanium bearings, which are a pain in the ass, but that is crafting speed of 4. There's not an electrics assembly machine. Assembling. Electrics. No, there's not a level 4. I thought there would have been a level 4 because this guy has a level which requires nitinol. And this one doesn't, but I guess they decided that 4 was enough. They just said, right, 4 is enough. We're not going any higher than that. Maybe there's a reason why they don't go above 4, some sort of game performance reason or throughput reason or something. I don't know, but it seems like 4 is the max for a lot of this stuff. Anyway, that has been that. We've got a lot of this stuff done. I am so happy with this smelting setup. It is, I'm just so happy with it. It's so awesome. And yes, that'll be awesome. So, of course, we will run out of these guys eventually. This is already dead, actually. It's already dead. And are we running out of... Yeah, so we've still got a bit of stuff going on, but we've run out of these barrels. You got 11, you got nothing. So eventually these guys will shut down, but we're backed up anyway. So, yes, we will have to work on making this. You know what? We can do this really easily, actually. What we can do is... Let's just finish this off. Let's just get this done in the episode. So you are going to be a thing, and you are going to be a thing. And we're going to make this a passive provider, which does that many. And so you are going to be fill sulfuric acid, whatever that means, and you are going to be 200. I don't know what I said. I meant to say barrel, but didn't quite work out. And there we go. So I've got some barrels coming up. So this will passive provide as much sulfuric acid as we need. And then if zinc starts to run out of sulfuric acid and we don't have any sulfur dioxide in the system, it'll come from here. But if we do have sulfur dioxide, it'll get thrown over to here, which will then throw the sulfuric acid barrels into storage, which will then get used up first. And I think this is a pretty clever solution, if I don't say so myself. And it means that none of these guys will ever get backed up or will run out of stuff. Like, we're never going to get backed up on nickel because we got too much sulfur dioxide, because that shit will get used up, always get used up, and we won't have too much sulfur dioxide because it'll go in the storage system and then it'll go straight in here. So anyway, that's it, 33-minute mark. I feel like I need to take a break and have my second lunch. I don't have breakfast, I just have 2 lunches. Don't ask me why, but if I have lunch at 10 and then another lunch at 2, I class that as having 2 lunches because you don't have breakfast at 10. It's just wrong. Anyway, moving on. Thank you very much for watching. I will catch you guys. What are we doing here? Why is this? What's going on here? I feel like I set this up. Only lets it through when it's more than 20k. So it stops battery production until this is more than 20k. Because we were using it for... I don't feel like we need this anymore. Because this was for... so we could save up some sulfur dioxide for... You are building zinc, aren't you? We do not need you. We got a proper solution. Go away. Go away. This is brass. We don't need you. We got a proper solution. This is cobalt steel plates. We got a proper solution. Go away. This is actually somewhere, going off somewhere down on the bus. So if we get rid of that, then we might actually break something. Because I have a feeling that something needs this stuff. I don't know what it is though, I really don't. But I have a feeling that sulfuric acid is needed by something down there. Oh, maybe we can follow the pipe. Oh, ICs. That's what it needs. I see that it was ICs. So, excellent. So there we go. So they might start to dry up, but we'll kind of split them evenly between batteries. We don't need to back up anything anymore. And there we go. Sulfuric acid. Alright, I'm done. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys later. Actually, I'm just going to fix this up because we're jerking all over to the left side of the battery belt, and there's no reason to be doing that anymore, so let's just do it like this. And now we can get rid of these and these. We'll leave it for lubricant for now, but I don't know why I'm even bothering to do this, just because these guys eventually will be replaced by barrels and robots. Seems like I've done everything else with barrels and robots, but I haven't done the actual stuff yet. You need to be destroyed. Alright, we are done. Thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next episode, which probably won't be today, but we'll see. We will see. Stay tuned.